This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip-hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.
Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee.
I was going to ask for this as well.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this song is too much, man.
Do you know how many times I will?
This is how you open a verse as well.
Yeah, no,
This is how you
it's,
open a verse.
I'm just going to play a little bit of it to get the vibe, to get the gas going, then I'll stop it or we can
Jesus,
talk.
this song, man, I can't tell you how gassed I was when I listened to it. Hell, man. I was
I had to
so
pause it,
gassed.
what is
The
this? Like-
goosebumps. I was like, there. And it's mad. I'm there washing my dishes thinking, I'm like, it's unbelievable.
No, do you know what's
this
mad?
bit.
Yeah? Do you want me to tell you what's mad? Wait, I paused it. I'm going to start it again. Because you were talking all over it, yeah? I'm going to tell you what, right, about this album, yeah? I was listening to it in my headphones, yeah? And then when the first verse started, I ripped my AirPods out. I dashed them. Because I was washing up too. And no, I was cooking. Dashed them, yeah? I went and got the speaker. Banged it loud.
Loudspeaker album. Trust me.
I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like some dickhead listening to this in headphones. Fucking get out. Do you know what I was
Listen, like, there's something that I think that this is how you know this will go down as one of the great albums. Is I think everyone had an experience when they heard those first two tracks, and they'll
It was
always
like
remember
listening
where
to-
they were.
100%.
It was like Good
I'll
Kid,
ne-
Mad City, right?
I will never-
Like,
yes,
remember when we
yes,
heard Good
yes.
Kid, and it
Very
was
true.
like, shit, I don't remember music coming this hard and so
Yeah,
long.
because you know what's mad? When you think of albums like that, you remember exactly where you were. If you remember that exact moment where you were when you listened, you know it's a great album. Because I will never forget where I was when I first listened to this. Because oh my goodness me, I'm sitting there like washing the dishes, thinking, nah, this is just incredible. I'm just like getting fully gassed, like, what is this? And then I'm just like bumping, and then that transition. I'm sorry, because I didn't even clock it changed into the song. Oh, absolutely.
Too much.
Copyright
No,
case.
we're cutting this out, don't worry, but it's just for us. It's for us to get guests.
I want the audience to hear this.
Just keep it in.
Oh my
This is all love.
I just hit the belly. Rude boy, I'm the serious. I thank you ain't enough.
What a moment. What a way to start your album. That's how you do it. You bring the energy up. You bring the fucking energy all the way up.
Have you heard he says he writes the intro last? He
That
makes
makes
the
perfect
album
sense.
and does the intro. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense because it ties in
It's just
all the themes.
Yeah, it's just what, like you said, what a way to like start an album.
Now this, I was in the car when this happened, right? So, bear in mind, I've not looked at the track list, I've not looked at the runtime, I'm just sitting there and driving, I'm ready to drive back to the new place. And this is happening.
Future.
And I'm like, okay, I like this.
I thought it was the end of the song still.
Exactly, I think it's the same track.
That's what I thought it was the same track when I'm watching it. That's what's bad. And then I'm
Yeah.
just because I was about
And
to
then I'm-
rewind it, and then I was
And
like,
I'm hearing this, and I'm like, I recognize this. What is this? And then it's getting there, and I'm like, oh, I know what this is.
The recurring question is, what would I have told myself 10 years ago?
Oh
I
man,
had to- I
the
was
way
like
his
looking at
bars
this-
go like this, it's
Yeah.
like...
So at this point now, I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, Mozambique. What's going on?
Still conflicted. How many
And I'm
times
having to,
have I
like,
looked at the
slow
man in the
down a
mirror and
little
had to
bit
convince
because I'm not
him,
able to
be brave,
concentrate on the
Be
words.
different, just be you and be consistent.
I thought I was going to crash the car.
Sometimes you got to write off the whip.
Yo, what's wrong with these niggas? Man can't tell me about
No,
these
stop
streets.
the
Man
music
never
now. Stop the music. I think it's time to start talking. Like,
Mate.
because
Mate,
that
this
might be
album.
like one of the best moments in like grime recording history.
Do you know what, right? I'm gonna put this
100%.
out there because I know our talking points was like, what does this album do for grime, right? But the reason why I didn't like grime back in the day is it was poorly mixed. It was going nowhere, and it was just a whole bunch of people talking shit. This is the opposite of all of that. Yeah, it's going somewhere, right? It's mixed amazingly, and that progression between Fine Line and Mozambique, it's like, yeah, I play Mozambique, but then every time I play Mozambique, I'm like, maybe I should play Fine Wine. Do you know what I mean? Just to get the vibe right, just to get the energy right.
Yeah.
It's
just that smooth transition, man. Like I said, I didn't even know that I listened to Fine Wine. I'm like, I'm definitely reloading this track. Then it just transitions over, and it doesn't even give me the chance to, because I'm an idiot. I didn't even listen to Mozambique before, so you can imagine how I react.
I never listened to it either.
I was like, Jesus. I was
really?
oh, this is mad.
Oh, I'm jealous.
You guys see the video for it?
Honestly, yeah, I've seen the video now.
The video is
the video is
huge.
mad. The video is mad.
Honestly,
the video is special.
Like I said, I was there. I was cooking some food and washing up at the same time. Yeah, I was like, let me put on this Ghetts album real quick. You know, Friday evening, or no, maybe it was a Saturday. One of the two, whatever. I was like, yes, whatever, play this out. See what's going on. As soon as the verse dropped on Fine, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Washing up with my AirPods in like some dickhead. Do you know what I mean? This album deserves to be played loud. And then my neighbors probably were hearing me
It's also the type
wheeling.
of album, like, yeah.
I will do like
You
5
can't
times.
like ignore it as well. You can't skim through this album. You literally like you put it on and it's like, what the heck am I listening to? I need to focus. I need to take in like what he's trying to tell me. All of that.
Because even the transition from Mozambique to Fire and Brimstone, I was just like, no, this is just because you're right, Kieran. Fire and Brimstone is a flipping moment. I was like, oh my goodness,
it's crazy. When Dizzy's ad-libs start coming in, it's like, what is going on?
And did you hear like the ambulance in the background as well? All the little intricate bits, and you're like, nah, this is mad.
Also, like, do you know the first 4 tracks had this like G-funk sound, like running through them, like here and there?
Because you heard the G-funk.
By the point it gets to, is it
Rhyme
Top Off,
Funk.
the 4th track? Right?
Trademark that one.
Like,
Trademark that one.
Rhyme Funk.
No, definitely. I feel
Funk.
like some of these songs could have been on Chronic, you know? Like,
Yeah, no, definitely.
especially when it track 4.
Yeah. I agree.
Definitely, I agree.
But I tell you what, I sorry, just to jump back, because I wrote when I did my first sort of listen for the review, I wrote down words that I was feeling as I was listening to Fine Wine, but I think they kind of reflect the album. I wrote atmosphere, but then I wrote clarity, purpose, passion, vividness, maturity. And when I was thinking about the delivery, the slickness of the wordplay, the storytelling, it actually has everything but a hook, but that doesn't matter. You don't need a hook on an intro. But, so it's perfect. No. It's perfect. Fine Wine to Mozambique is perfect. Like, I don't think there is any
title of Fine Wine. The wordplay is insane because it's like that song is like Fine Wine. It gets better with time.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier, because that is the thing with like other with other albums. With this, I got gassed initially, but how am I getting more gassed every single time I listen to it? Every single time I listen to it, it just gets better every single time. I don't see myself ever getting bored of that track. It just gets better with time. It's brilliant. It really is. It's just
shout out to Rude Kid for the beat on Mozambique. That's the best beat I've ever heard him made. And he's made some good beats, but that's the one.
That's top.
And JK as well. That was a solid verse, man.
No, that's solid verse, man.
Solid verse. Because some people don't really rate JK like that.
Nah, people are sleeping on JK, man. He's got bangers.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think so too.
Heartache, Toothache, anything with ache in it, he's doing something crazy. Like he's building some kind of like story with, you know, I don't know how many more words have ache. I'm sure he's gonna make a song called Headache maybe next. But he is doing something with those tracks, and people sleep on him. And even in this, he delivers a great verse.
I'm just going to say as well, because I have to represent, I think he's probably the best South Asian rapper in this country.
Are you claiming him? No, he's half, man. Come on, let's...
Yeah, come on, though. Come on, like, he even name-dropped Pakistan in that rap. Like,
I was going to say, I was like...
He owns it himself.
Fair enough.
Okay. Because I was a bit confused, because I don't know much about him, but because obviously I heard the line, was he say, grew up on rice and curry, not ham?
Yeah.
And then he says, got shooters from Pakistan. So I was like... Okay, what's his background? But no, that's good to know. That makes sense. But Fire and Brimstone and Hop Out, that felt like another 1-2 punch for me. So I know what you're saying. It obviously transitions, but I mean, I felt like Fine Wine and Mozambique obviously go together. Yeah. Fire and Brimstone and Hop Out obviously go together.
It's the way Hop Out drops in, like it's so intentional. He just wants you to be like, bang.
If I'm honest though, I didn't feel like there was as much going on in either of those tracks compared to the first two. I feel like the first two were such a strong, flawless start. These ones felt there was something a little bit lacking. I don't know whether they felt a bit short, whether they needed another verse. The hook, not sure
Sean,
it was.
You're feeling exactly like how I felt when I first.
I thought I was about to get attacked.
No, you're not getting attacked.
You're fine.
How when I first listened to it, I agree with you. As time goes on, I'm sorry, Fire and Brimstone and Hop Out, they are moments just as important as the first two. I felt exactly like you at the beginning. Oh,
he's building you up. He's trying to bring you into his world and into his mind state. So Fine Wine, he's building this like this tension. And in Mozambique, it's like he's telling you about like, you know, I'm on this road thing. I've been about this road thing, whatever. Fire and Brimstone's doing the same thing, but then Hop Out is like it's like backseat freestyle, you know, that type of vibe of like he's bringing you on a ride along with him doing the matting.
yeah.
I was gonna say, so correct me if I'm wrong, but like, you know, his ghetto delivery and flow, that whole thing where like he just goes mad with his voice.
Yeah.
I feel like Hop Out's the only moment at the end. That's the first time he brings that voice in, right? I feel like he's got this like laid back cadence with his voice that he's brought on this album, like refined so well. I think there was a point in his career when he made Rebel with a Cause, and he like wanted to call himself Jay Clark at that point because he was done with like the ghetto kind of vibe and the Ghetts vibe as well. Like he wanted to be this like chill rapper that like actually just like hip hop raps and like speak raps. And I feel like it never grabbed me like this album does. He does it for 3 songs in a row. And it's like, what the heck? Like he's one of the best rappers in this country, like no doubt.
Has been, yeah. But have you also heard the song Ghetto No More on the first album where he addresses that? He basically explains like why he made that decision. Yeah. So it's good. It's cool you mentioned that. But I think, do you know what it is for me? The reason why, don't get me wrong, I really like Fire and Brimstone and Hop Out. But the reason why I feel like they're not quite on the level of the first two is because what follows with IC3 is just, you know, that's going to go down as a classic. An absolute classic, especially when you remember the history between like Ghetts, right? Like Ghetts and BBK and the clashes and all that. Yeah. It's like, that's actually a really good comparison. Actually, it's like
that today.
It's mate. There's a line in that has been in my head. Well, I mean, this song came out a while ago, but we've revisited the track because the album's just come out. But the line that is just sticking with me the whole time is "Don't tell me go back where I came from while the Queen sits there in stolen jewels."
Oh goodness!
Yeah, that was fire. No, that was fire. When I heard that, was mad. That was mad.
And something else as well that maybe it doesn't apply to all of them, but it definitely applies to the final track is that it feels like the features fit the theme of the track. Like how many times in rap have you heard? And also, like, don't get me wrong, there's been some great verses, but the amount of times where you listen to a feature and it's just off topic. Like the king of that is Rick Ross. Rick Ross will drop a sick feature, but it's got nothing to do with the track at all. Nothing to do with it. But on this, I feel like Skepta, especially, and someone else that we'll get to, I
already know who he's thinking of.
So do I.
It's probably very obvious, but
yeah.
But you know what Skepta was talking about, turning down the MBE, going back to Nigeria, getting his chieftaincy or whatever it's called. Just, there's a very powerful feeling to that track. Very powerful, man. And like I said, it's just that some of that line in particular, but some of the stuff that was being said just stuck with me big time.
The singles just hit differently though. Like, I feel like when we heard the singles pre-release, it was like, cool, these are good songs he's released. Mozambique, this, and obviously Skengman as well. But I feel like in the context of this album, once you've listened to those first 4, it's like, you have to take everything you listen to seriously on this. And like IC3 comes and it's like, nah, this is like 2 of the best grime rappers.
Yeah, I didn't really listen to IC3 properly. I was like, oh, this is good. You know what I mean? He's talking about conscious shit. Then when I took it in context of the album, I was like, oh, this is part of a story. And the fact that autobiography comes in straight afterwards is where I started to realize that this album's something different. Because it's like Sean said, tracks 1 to 6 are a part, tracks 7 to 11 are a part, and then tracks 12 to 16 are a part as well. But it's like,
I see that.
3 sides, like the cover art.
Yeah, but that first section is like, this is me, yeah. This is who I am on by face value. I'm a rapper, I can make good music, I'm a barrer, I'm this, I'm that. But then autobiography just leads so nicely into Good Hearts and it tells you like, you know, there's another side to me outside of this music shit. I am this person. Like, is this a track where he talks about his mum saying stuff to him and all that kind of stuff? I can't really remember. I'm gonna have to look at the.
That's Proud Family.
Proud Family is the one he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, his mum and stuff like that. That's a hard song. Oh, I love Proud Family.
That whole middle section though,
that middle section is good. Oh, that middle section is powerful though.
It's human, right? Like I feel like you get like all these human emotions that you kind of got from Ghetts with like Close to Heaven and like all those other old tunes that were like, all right, cool, he's saying deep stuff here. I'm feeling this vibe. But I feel like here he's patterned it like convincingly. It's just so like laid back,
and he's patterned it so well because again, when I first listened to it, I didn't like 10,000 Tears, but you cannot for whatever. When I I love it. It's not that, Sean. I didn't like it when I first listened to it. I flipping loved that song because in the context of the album, you cannot go to Sonia without 10,000 Tears. You cannot get that. Like Sonia, I don't get the feeling from Sonia without 10,000 Tears, and it's so powerful how he's ordered all of that. And it's just so well done. And it's when I listen to it properly like that I'm like, oh wow, no, this is truly amazing. It really is.
So Sonia for me is what Dave has always been trying to do when he tells these storytelling type raps.
Yes,
and Ghetts is giving him. Obviously, you know, Dave's on the album. We'll get to that point when we get to it. But this is a lesson in storytelling. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's not just speaking from her perspective. He's literally, I was seeing like a vivid picture in my head of him in his cell writing to her writing back. They're gonna visit each other, and then all of a sudden, this is the song where he gets out and she's he gets out and she's moved. And it's like, damn.
Man. I get actually overwhelmed by Oh no, go for it, Sean. You go.
No, you say your thing because I've got something else. So go on.
I get like mad overwhelmed with Ghetts when like, especially listen to this album where he's perfected his delivery now in like the whole range he's got. Like he knows how to do the minimal like spoken rap to like the scream kind of like grime that he goes through as well.
Level and tone,
like,
as he says.
I was like, when I hear like something like Sonia, which is so like one on the scale of like how like soft you can be. I heard him perform at BBK Takeover, and like I saw Drake perform that day with Gigs KMT. That was mad memorable. But like what stuck with me was always like I didn't even see Ghetts, but I heard him on the other side of like the place, like performing. He was ripping his throat, like, rapping like it was crazy. It was so mad. I've never heard anyone rap that heavy, except like maybe like J. Cole, but like he was doing grime with Ghetts, and it's like, he's got one of the best rap deliveries I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, some people say he's the best performer we've ever had over here.
He's one of the best dancers.
I think so.
I've seen him dance in the club in Shoreditch before, and he can fucking dance. Bro, it was weird. There's this place, I don't know if it's there anymore, but it's a place called Ace Hotel. Beneath it, there's this place called Miranda. Yeah. And they used to throw a lot of these weird private kind of events, and I got invited to one which was for some like brand release, and he was there, and the way he was dancing, I was like, how are you moving? Like, you know, like how Pharrell moves in the end of Like I Love You with Justin Timberlake, where he's moving like that. Yeah. That's how Ghetts was moving to the music, and I was like, ugh. I was like, that is disgusting.
See, I've got a bit of a mixed feeling about the middle part of the album, if I'm honest.
Did it feel like a low point to you?
No, not a low point. That's the thing I want to make clear. It's not a low point. It's not filler. It's not bad or anything like that. But I just felt that going from those first 6 tracks, as strong as that was, to Good Hearts, it was a noticeable dip for me. It was. I liked the clever sort of play on the word heart and Heartless Crew, and you have Mighty Mo on the intro and all that. And Ghetts is doing his thing throughout this whole album, like Kieran, what you were touching upon about his range and the way he can just. He's like effortless now. He's like mastered his craft, but I just didn't feel like it was anywhere near on the level, like production wise, just kind of the structure of the song, the hook. It just wasn't on the level of what came before it. Wasn't like I said, wasn't a dud. It's just if I'm being like extra sort of critical and you know with sort of dissecting the album, it wasn't so much on the level for me. And the other tracks were better. Like, for instance, I actually really like the Ed Sheeran track. Like, I'm not mad at that. One of these people. I actually think Ed sounds better than he has in years.
I was about to say, I normally have quite a problem with Ed Sheeran because I liked Ed Sheeran when he first came out, when he was doing his guitar thing and, you know, whatever, his little Cheeky Nando's music, quite literally Cheeky Nando's music. And then he kind of got a bit too, you know, he's rapping and doing all of this, and I'm like, no, Ed, like, relax. But here, I was like, this is a song that was clearly made not for you, but with you in mind, because you're doing
definitely
what you do, not best, but you're doing what you can do, and it sits well here.
And sorry, there was a line on Good Hearts that made me kind of chuckle, and it's something I don't agree with now, but something that would have got me, probably would have agreed with a few years ago. But when he says, "I don't understand why men buy sex. What if I want a refund?" That made me laugh. That made me laugh. I don't agree with that, but it made me laugh. But yeah, you know, I don't want to go into it too much because this is such a good album. I don't want to like put a downer on it. But the other track for me where I have like mixed feelings is actually Sonia, and the reason why, again, Ghetts is doing his thing. I think Emily Sandé's feature is solid as well. The song starts really strong for me.
I think she does have a verse. Wait, doesn't she have a verse?
Yeah, does have a verse. She does, yeah. And it's that I'm going to get to that. But basically, the first verse, I'm really in it. Vivid story. I'm like, okay, I'm really into this. The second verse, I'm like itching for more because it's sad and it's kind of like, oh shit, like it's gone this way. What happens? What happened next? And the fact that Emily Sandé comes in tells me that if this is a true story, this didn't happen. She's writing, singing from the perspective of this person. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening to it, I'm like, but did this happen though? Was this the actual resolution of this? That's the thing. I'm being very particular now, but it just kind of took me out of the story a little bit, where it was like, I'm believing that the first two verses happened. This is truth. And this is like, we don't know what happened. So we're just going to kind of come up with this person's perspective. And it just took me out a little bit, but it's a good song. Don't get me wrong. It probably, I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying, but
it does.
It's just the way it felt.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I just feel like this part of the album, as much as you're saying, oh, you know, it changes the vibe. It's like the track before all this section said, it's an autobiography. This whole album is an autobiography, and it's like you said with the artwork as well, Sean. You know, there's 3 parts, or there's 3 sections, there's 3 elements, and this is him in his adolescent stage. This is what he was going through / went through, but he's looking at it from a man's perspective now. Yeah, and so that's where to close that out with Proud Family, because I know you're saying Sonia felt a bit. But Proud Family, the way that closes that section,
it's
fantastic.
Brilliant. You couldn't have closed that section any better. It's fantastic. It really is.
I feel like if you were confused, though, it's amazing,
it is. Right? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's not bad either.
If you were confused, like Proud Family, kind of like makes you understand what you just experienced of all this adolescent moods and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, and that kind of, as a closer of that side of the album, that sort of part is very strong. Proud Family is a very, very good song. And the line on there that stuck with me was, he said, "I've replaced that X with an I. That's why they call me an icon." So it used to be an ex-con. Now he's an icon.
Damn, that's an amazing line.
So unbelievable.
Don't you feel though, Sean, like I know you get that it's a dip in the middle, but he's made this album like a movie. Like it's an autobiography, but his autobiography is a movie, right? And it's like, what movie peaks in the middle except like crap ones? Like good movies start good, they kind of like go down to let you like settle in, and then they take you back up at the end. And I feel like this definitely, it's like the perfect journey, right?
And that's why I say it's not filler. It's not a dud. It's not bad music. It's just if I'm like kind of treating, which seems weird to say out loud, if I'm kind of dealing with the tracks track by track, I can't honestly say to you like Good Hearts is on anywhere near the level of Mozambique.
I've had people that said that's their favorite tune on the album, by the way.
I could understand.
Garage fans.
Garage fans. Anyway, but no, what Kieran said is right though. This is definitely like a movie. That's what I thought. That's the vibe that I get from this whole album. It is like cinematic and it feels like a movie, and it takes you on an absolute experience. So
and then another thing, I just want to ask a quick question, because there were some songs and some singles in this that benefited from being a part of the album. Obviously, Mozambique, IC3, Proud Family, but I don't know if I like Skingman as much as part of the album.
I never did, man. We're not going to name this guy,
No.
I can't bother to nobody say the name that can't be said, please. You guys, listeners, you'll figure out who it is, but please don't say it. I can't bother to beep it out.
I'm not going to say the name right, but I feel like as a single, that song like wasn't the one at all.
That song could have been a bonus.
Trashed. Yeah, like.
Can we just say that person never to be named, that verse was dead? That can we just all say that, because he's not saying anything.
He's just waffling. Dude's
Hang
just
on,
waffling.
hang on.
Anything.
When you're in the
Wait.
sequencing of that album, right? And like Skengman comes and like it's like you're hearing these vocals and you're like, whoa, this is musically like it's shifting again, the album. We're out of this middle patch now. It's getting a bit more like creative again, artistically. And I'm thinking like, oh mad, it's Skengman. And I'm like, okay, I like this song more than when it was a single. First, no, sorry, beat that. Sorry, no.
We need to start doing like a forfeit or some sort of challenge. You know? Like if someone says the name, they got to do a shot or something.
Like that verse fits the album, but if it wasn't him, it would be cool. But it's like, why is he coming kind of trash? Like,
Can you just cut that verse out? Yeah,
can I say so?
That song would sound amazing.
Yeah, can I say so quickly? Can I quickly say so?
Anything, man.
If you take away the context, as in remove the Chip beef, don't think about Chip, don't think about any of that. The verse is okay. It's not that bad.
Waffle,
oh no, it's not. No,
it's all waffle.
Please, are you being serious?
Tell me what's bad about it.
He's not saying anything. Have you listened to the verse? He's not saying anything. Like this two Chris Jenners.
What did Ghetts say in the? Look, I'm not. It's not great.
But listen to what Ghetts is saying, right? And then realize that my man's
waffling, man, because he's not saying anything, man. It's actually just a load of nonsense. I've listened.
And the other thing,
he does kill the moods, right? He kills the mood in the middle of the track because when Ghetts comes back, it's like, oh, I wish it was just Ghetts on this track.
No, exactly.
Look, personal opinion, it's a bit jarring, but I don't feel that strongly about it. But for me, I actually enjoyed Skengman more as a single because I've always thought the production on that track was superb. I've always thought that beat, and let's just quickly say 10 Billion Dreams, who did a lot of the beats on this album, has done an incredible job. Incredible job. Great.
Why do you like it more as a single, though? Explain that.
Because, this is what I was going to get to, but it's starting to make sense in my head. The thing that I kept thinking in my head was, how did we get from Proud Family to here? I'm going through this journey of this album. How did we get from Proud Family to here? But then I remembered the album is called Conflict of Interest.
Yep.
So there is a conflict of interest going on in his head. So he can say all that very sort of mature, powerful stuff in Proud Family and then go into his little Skengman mode because he's got this conflict of interest. Yeah. That's why I'm not mad at it. But that was what I was struggling with when I was kind of doing the deeper listens. I was like, why is Skengman here? And I'm sorry, Theo, and I was feeling the same about No Mercy. I'm like, why is it here? After these tracks, why is it here? Those two together were like...
Can we talk about this?
What are they doing here?
He's... no, we can't.
The name who shall not be named, he said, right? He said, new school niggas ain't nowhere tested. Car you niggas do online wrestling. Now... what are you talking about? Because that's what you're doing. How are you? First of all, you're a new school guy, right? And you're doing online wrestling. So what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. He's waffling.
I'm just looking at these lyrics.
Let's move on. I'm not here for him.
Then man start hitting up Skengman, man blasting, don't care where man goes, kaboom. I don't give a shit, mate.
And I work hard like two Chris Jenners. What does that mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't get that line. I don't get that one yet.
It doesn't make any sense. He's just chatting a load of
nonsense. Chris Jenner just works really hard.
He's washed up.
Two Chris Jenners doesn't make any sense. What do you mean you work hard?
It doesn't make no sense, man. And then
he could have put a footballer's name in there or a basketball player's name, and that would have floated. Because you work hard like this sports star. I don't know shit about Chris Jenner, so clearly he's sat at home watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, I'm sorry. This verse is actually dead. It really is dead. I stay cool when my catalog's cold. I'm too nice with it. So fucking what? You're just chatting a load of shit, man. Say something real. Just chatting nonsense.
Say something real.
It's a dead verse. I'm sorry. It's dead. It's dead. Absolutely dead.
You know what?
Can't get over.
Let's move on.
In the context of the album, it's nice for Sean to say that. Yeah, it does bring back that conflict of interest thing, but we gotta get on to the next track, man.
Oh, No Mercy, man. Oh, Jesus. Now that is what I'm talking about.
Kieran, you don't look impressed.
No. I was just waiting for Sam to stop.
Look, I'm just going to quickly put it out there. I like Parsaloo. You know how much I like Parsaloo, but we've heard better. We've heard better than that verse.
Dude, it has your new favourite guy on there. It has Back Row G, man, shouting from across the room.
Yeah, listen, he's doing it. Listen, he is killing it. I love Back Row G. But Parsaloo, we've heard better. We've heard better from him.
I mean, I'm not really concerned about that because realistically, the song slaps. If this was
exactly.
If this was a single, then I would have been like, oh, maybe I should go listen to the other.
It was a single, but it was late.
Yeah,
it was quite recent.
It was like beginning of Feb, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, by that time, I'm pretty sure I knew he was bringing out an album, so I didn't listen to anything that was coming out. But hearing that for the first time, I was excited. No mercy.
Can I just say something that's made me upset? Like it relates to the previous tune as well. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, but like looking at the streaming numbers, it's actually horrific that Skankman has 2.5 million, but then like the next tune, 10,000 Tears, only has 600,000.
That's the edge. Think about it. That's the effect versus the Ed Sheeran effect. What does that tell you?
That is so true. That is so true.
It's horrible. It's like it's horrific. Like, why is that the case?
But would
Skankman's been out longer?
Because Skankman came out a while ago. Yeah,
give it some time.
What if?
So did IC3 though.
IC3's there. IC3's got a lot of streams. It's got 3 million.
Does it?
Yeah, 3. Press show more. It'll show you 3.5 million.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. It does,
the whole album in and of itself.
Okay.
So basically, from what I'm seeing here is a lot of people aren't even. It's like what we said the other day about how people listen to albums now. They're not listening to the
They're
whole.
not deep in it.
No, they're just going. They're seeing Ed Sheeran. They're seeing gigs. They're seeing JK. They're seeing names they like, and they're pressing play on them, which is sad to hear. But you're missing out on the story that is being told here. Because No Mercy.
So that's my question. What's back to what I was saying before. When it comes to Skankman and No Mercy, what's the story? And even Crud, like what's the story there? Do you reckon?
It's just him taking you on a ride along with him.
Yeah,
it's the vibe.
Yeah.
It felt like fan service kind of stuff. Like, do you know, like when Good Hearts comes on, it's like the fan service moment. I've told you this conceptual segment. Now hear this tune, just so like no one can hate, kind of thing. Like, obviously we're hating because we're like we want the conceptual album kind of piece, but like other people are like, oh, I'm glad this happy Good Hearts just came on, or like, oh yeah, the banger with and gigs and passive use come on.
Okay,
so
you've articulated what I was thinking.
People.
With this song, this song is the first song that's not really trying to do too much. It's just him just barring, and realistically,
exactly.
If he was trying to do too much on this track, rappers like Parsaloo and Back Row G don't have no place on here. But just because it's like a vibe, this song's just a vibe. It goes with the do 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 do. It's just a vibey song, and it top to bottom, it slaps for me.
I used to think that Crud was just like barring us all.
Oh, but then when I was listening to it today, even though Giggs is just barring, Ghetts kind of says some deep stuff in it. He comes through with
say deep stuff.
Ghetts puts on a masterclass. That's an incredible verse. And have you seen the video?
No, I've not seen the video.
No.
You ever seen the video?
I do know what the mad thing. My YouTube recommendations aren't giving me these recommendations, bro.
Yeah,
it's not showing me that videos are coming out.
Gets flow on that hashtag kind of flow.
I know, man.
Yeah, that was a lesson in barring there, definitely.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
definitely a lesson.
I like what they did with the video as well. Flipped it up and that.
Something different, definitely.
Yeah.
Low budget, but you know what? It works for the if you're a UK music scene fan, then you know what they're trying to do, and it works.
Yeah, exactly. And Giggs is a national treasure, man. National treasure.
Well, he did the national anthem. I don't know if you know that, Sean.
What?
He did the national anthem. Talking the hardest. When? That's the national anthem, man.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking you need to play this right now.
Yeah, her talking the hardest. That is the literal national anthem.
The Queen.
Of the country.
Jeez.
If they don't play that in 20 years' time at a football game, I don't know what's going on. Can you imagine that?
Oh man. God, that song still goes off now.
Oh, of course it does, man. That song is it's brilliant.
You know, Dr. Dre produced that.
Yes, actually, yeah.
That's not true.
He found the beat on
legit.
YouTube.
Dr. Dre produced
actually
that.
legit.
That's legit. That's a Dr. Dre beat, which is
actually wait, no, hang on. Is it actually his beat, or did he like do a YouTube search of like Dr. Dre style beat and then he
it's a Dr. Dre beat. I swear to God, it's a Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Oh,
nah, that's mad.
the artist.
Oh, apparently Stat Co has a track that uses that beat or something like that.
Exactly.
Dre produced it.
Yeah, see.
I knew there was some story, but
It's a Dr. Dre beat, man. You can't listen. How much UK rappers got Dr. Dre beats? 0, as far as I'm aware.
Was it even certified though? I feel like he just covered it and released it.
It don't matter, man. The song slaps. I'm sure Dr. Dre's heard it. It's like, I'll let this one run.
That's facts.
watch that video and thought, nah,
I don't want to fuck around with these UK guys.
yeah, no, definitely not. But yeah, Crud for me is another, not maybe quite on the level of a IC3, but another moment.
I feel like the end of the album is
Another
definitely. So I feel like realistically, the album ended at number 11, and 12 through 16 are just kind of just tracks he didn't know where to put them, and it kind of just because
It's interesting you say
that.
It's interesting you say that because when, like I said, when I first listened to the album, I was driving. I didn't look at the track list, the runtime, anything. So when I got to like Sonia and Proud Family, I was actually thinking, well, the album's over. Where's No Mercy? Where's Skengman and all that? And then they came on, so I thought, oh, it's bonus tracks. And then Crud came on, and I was like, oh fuck, like this is still going.
Yeah.
So yes, I completely get what you mean. Yeah.
You know, Squeeze brings it back though, right? I feel like
Squeeze
has that
does.
sound from the
Yeah,
start.
Squeeze
it ties it in for me, and I love Mirror May.
It sets it up.
Because the whole album, this sounds really stupid to say, yeah. But when I heard whoever Ada Lay is, I've never heard of her before. When I heard Emily Sandé, I was like, where's Mirror May though? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys listen to Mirror May, but I was like, I feel like Mirror May should be in the mix here somewhere. Then when I finally got to Squeeze, bear in mind I'm not looking at the track listing. When I finally got to Squeeze, I was like, here she is. Because I feel like she's like a staple for this emotive storytelling type vibe. Because she has a very kind of, it's almost like Adele, but you know how Adele sings in a really posh voice? Mirror May sings in her actual kind of, no offense to you, Mirror May, chavvy accent. And it brings like a sense of realness to the whole.
See what you mean.
The whole song.
Yeah, there's a more classical element to Adele, like classically trained element, even though it's soulful and it's raw and whatnot. But I know what you mean. Yeah, but yeah, I like Squeeze. I just wanted another verse. I think it just felt a bit short. It was almost like it wasn't done.
But don't you think it was like almost an alley-oop for Little Bo Peep?
Yeah, which
because it sets it up perfectly. Sets it up perfectly for that.
Controversial opinion here. Don't really care about Lil Bo Peep like that. And
Stop here.
Wait.
Really?
For the reasons why, yeah, you'll understand why, yeah. Love the Wretch verse. Love Ghetts' verse. Dave is just doing that shit where he's just talking bare waffle, man. He's just talking bare shit. Like, I'm not trying to...
It's well placed. Don't you think it's well placed, though? It's well placed, I think. In this bit, it's like...
Okay, Dave's doing his thing, but I see how it fits in this world that Ghetts is portrayed. Like, they've kind of lived a similar, like, rough life on the street, and they can convey their rap voice really, like, calm. That's what I got from it.
I'm just glad that Ghetts' verse comes first, and, you know what I mean, Wretch is on the post-chorus, and then it's Dave, because it's like, realistically, I don't know. If Dave's verse came first, I would have been like...
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
You know what though? Do you know what? And it goes back to the features being on point though. The thing that I'll give Dave is his verse was very much in line with not just the theme of the track, but with Ghetts' bars as well. Very much in line. And if he hadn't proved it already, he is Dave is cement. Look, we've spoken about his delivery before and about how we don't quite find it captivating. Like he says a lot, but then you don't really feel the passion in his voice. I get that. But when it comes to his writing and just his ability as
if you listen to what he's saying, it's kind of like Nas. Like if you listen to what Nas is saying, like Dave, it's like, okay, cool. He's speaking sense. It's well crafted. He's actually like a songwriter and a lyricist too. Yeah. But
But for me, the sort of the theme of the track for me was, well, not the theme, but I kept thinking about, it was about following and being a follower, wasn't it? And about following trends and choosing the right path and things like that. And Dave said something that was like so on point, because there seems to be like this thing that is like, especially with artists, they kind of had this thing like, I don't follow anyone. I'm my own person. People follow me. Like there's some sort of really sort of high amount of pride in that. But Dave said, the problem ain't following, it's what you choose to follow. And I just thought that was one of the realest lines on this whole project. It's like, it doesn't matter. You don't, okay, you can follow things. It's all good. It's just what are you choosing to align yourself with? Yeah. And I thought that was just so wise, considering how much older these other guys on that track are and how much we respect Wretch and Ghetts for their pen. just for him to drop a verse like that was, I think, incredible. But my second favourite line on the album was Ghetts when he said, "I'm phoned to say a change gon' come." That's what Sam sung.
Yeah, that is
Sam
such
Cooke.
a bar. Yeah,
But it's not even that. It's a double
that was
entendre, isn't it? Because he's saying, I ain't phoned to say a change gon' come. That's what Sam sung.
The phone.
Sam sung the phone.
Yeah. He's
So
honestly,
good.
Ghetts is amazing, and this whole album
exactly.
is to me a lesson in
Wow.
in rapping and rappability. And it's like, what does this album do for grime? If any foreign person was like, "Oh, what's grime music?" I would tell them to listen to the first 6 tracks, or maybe first 5 tracks of this album, and be like, "That's what grime is," because it's not gonna disenfranchise them and make them be like, "Oh, this."
No.
And if they hear those first 5 tracks, they're gonna have an understanding for what grime is like. What does UK music sound like? Sounds like that. Fast flows, hard beats, weird, wacky beats in some places, like beats that are different, that aren't constantly just looping around. They're just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, there was one album for. Sorry. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
was just gonna say, as for the impact, we already seen what happened. It went number 2. Obviously, he was aiming for number 1, but it's like, if you're making an album to go number 1, then you've already lost in the music scene type vibes.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. The fact, if you're going for number 1, it's not going to be like the album that we got. For this to go number 2 is massive anyway. It just goes to show that like what impact it sort of made, because it's just it does grime wonders. Really, I think it's just I just think it's such a well done piece of work. Really is.
So like as good as the rollout, maybe if you released Good Hearts as a pre-single, it probably would have helped boost this album to number 1, because that's like good, happy vibes. And I feel like the singles he pre-released
Weren't like happy, so not many people are going to get on it like that.
I reckon 10,000 Tears would have been the one.
Yeah,
That would have been a good one as well.
It would have had like
Yeah.
5-6 million streams by now. That would have boosted the release day numbers.
Yeah.
But you know what? One thing I want to say, he kept it quite real with this album, down to the single releases, down to the track listing. Everything.
He did not sell out at all. Not one moment.
Nothing on here feels forced at all. Nothing on here feels.
And it's like you'd think seeing an Ed Sheeran feature and like the Good Hearts track, like if you just heard them, you think, oh, he's sold out. But when you listen to the sequencing, it's like, okay, I can see why he's done this or how this makes sense in the story. And it's just real, the whole thing.
No, definitely.
Something I wanted to ask you, lot, because an album that had a huge impact on me and gave me the feeling of this is where I always wanted grime to go was Kano's Hoodies All Summer.
Yep.
And
that album.
I feel like I wanted to say, have we had a moment like this since then? I don't think we have.
No,
but
I'm
also going to go one up, but I wonder whether this is an even bigger moment than Hoodies All Summer.
Yeah, this is a bigger moment because it's charted, but it's also a bigger moment because it's now, not to kind of ruin it for everybody. This is a better album. Ghetts' album is better than Hoodies All Summer.
Yeah, it is better. Yeah, I agree.
As a cohesive body of
I
work, it's a better album. But the thing is with Hoodies All Summer, that gave us Class of Deja, which is, in my eyes, one of the best songs to ever come out of this country. Like, if again, if someone's like,
100%.
what's grime music? I'd be like, listen to this and understand it. American rappers can't do this because it's
they can't.
It's unique to us.
And
Class of
sound.
Deja is like old school grime. It represents that perfectly. I feel like, but Conflict of Interest, the whole album represents like the scene. Even right now, though, like it's not irrelevant.
But that's what the last section is for me, because the last section features all the, obviously not the older, the old, not the newer people, but like, is it more current, relevant people? So it's more of a reference to now, even in the
definitely,
sonic
I can see that.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that, but all of the features in that final third are actually like new school technically.
Yeah,
even
true.
Who's an old school rapper, kind of like blew in new school though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See, I think this is why I need time with this one, because with Hoodies All Summer, I still think. I still think that's a better album, personally.
I agree with Sean with that. But,
I think this one has a clearer story and arc, I guess. Yeah. But musically and just the conciseness of Hoodies All Summer, I think it's a bit better.
I knew that's what you was going to
say. I hear what you guys are saying. I really do.
And Kano is nuts.
Nuts. Even though I think Conflicts of Interest is better than Hoodies All Summer, the height on Hoodies All Summer with Class of Danger, I'm sorry, nothing can reach the way that Kano and Ghetts go. No, I know it's not just that, but it's the way that Kano and Ghetts go back to forth. And I'm telling you, it's this sound. I'm telling you, every time I think of that sound, I picture myself in East London, like where they are. You just, and on top of watching it in the video, you get that feel. That song is just phenomenal. Like, I even though there's massive heights on here, I don't get that height. That height is phenomenal.
You can't get that height because it's three of the best rappers in the scene doing something. It's not like, oh, let's take turns. You do verse 1, I do verse 2. It was like, yeah, man, I want to get all over this. And then having D Double on the hook doing what he does best just makes the hype insane. And I'm kind of pissed. I've never heard that song out in a party. I don't know why. Maybe I'm going to the wrong parties, but I've never heard Class of Danger played at a party.
No, neither have I. Have you seen the video as well?
The video is amazing. The
They're
video
all in the front room, just getting gas.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is where I always try with the reviews. I always try to be objective, but this is where you can't remove bias sometimes. So you know the way we all reacted to Fine Wine going into Mozambique.
Yeah,
I had that with 3 years later on Hoodies All Summer. I had that with Teardrops, especially. Class of Deja, that video of Trouble and Class of Deja, there were multiple moments on that level. Even after the album, when he played "Suck Your Mum" on Jules Holland, it was just a do you know what I mean? There's but this is why this. But what I want to kind of round up by saying is that this Ghetts album, like the first track suggests, being Fine Wine, may get better for me over time and may catch up. But at the minute, I think just because I've had time with Hoodies All Summer.
Yeah, if you keep in mind that the album ends at Proud Family, in my opinion, then that fits into your bracket of a 10, maybe 11 track piece of work, and it feels concise. And Proud Family can be a great close to this project.
Yeah.
But if you play it all the way from top to bottom, you're going to get tired of it. You're going to get tired of it because Skengman drags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No
that's
Mercy's
the thing for me.
not
That's
that
why,
amazing. Squeeze is going to drag. You know what I mean? Those and they're long songs.
Yeah.
They're 4 or 5 minutes a piece. Do you know what I mean? They're long songs. But if you go like, okay, track 1 to 12 or track 1 to 11, sorry, that's me. That's still a good 45, maybe bit longer album.
It is a long album. That is
right. Yeah, that's the thing for me. And that's why my score might seem a bit low when we get to it. But it's just that, like I said, I have my reservations about a couple of tracks in the middle. I'm still not sure on the placement of, the other two that we mentioned, and just like if I've got it on in the background, it plays fine. If I'm not thinking about it too much, top to bottom, it plays absolutely fine. But it's when I was really sort of deep in it and like that, having that sort of change from, like I say, Autobiography to Good Hearts and then Proud Family to Skengman, it was just like, there was a bit of a sluggishness in that sense. It felt a bit long. Whereas, like I said, Hoodies All Summer, bang, top to bottom, every time, every single time.
Well, top three. I guess we'll let Sean go first.
Top three. Can I have Fine Wine and Mozambique as one?
If you want.
Trust me.
Just happened Yeah. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for. I'm still going to say IC3 because we didn't even talk about when he starts going go on and draw for the shetty. Oh my god! And Little Bo Peep is resonating with me at the minute. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, it's Fine Wine / Mozambique. Got to group this together. Then I'm going to be honest here. I have to put No Mercy in there, right? Just because that thing he does with the do, it's just too much for me. Yeah.
it's just too fire. It's too much.
It's too much for me. And then if I'm keeping it honest, probably Sonia, just because I like the story, and I feel like storytelling rap is really underappreciated, and I like it. So yeah. Those 3/4 for me.
To be honest, mine's exactly the same as Sam's. I'm not even deep in it. It's completely the same. So there's no even point for me to even repeat. It's exactly the same.
Cool.
My one's Little Bo Peep, Fine Wine Mozambique, but also Fire and Brimstone Hop Out, if that can be counted as a double.
See, this is the thing. I was looking at. I was going to say, can we all agree that the first 4 tracks are just like everyone's top three.
Unreal.
Yeah.
It's a 1-2 punch in it. And did we? I don't know if we said it, but the Dizzy part is not a sample, isn't it? He actually recorded it for the album.
That's what I thought as well.
That's
like
mad.
it's mad that he just turned up, recorded that.
Mad.
Because I was thinking like I've never heard these lyrics before, so I was thinking like maybe I'm just not too tapped into Dizzy because I don't really listen to him like that. But I'm glad that I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
Scores. Same order.
Scores. Okay, so bearing in mind the stuff I said about the middle and then the sort of two or three sort of tracks afterwards, I've got it at 8.4 for now. 8.4.
That's not even too bad.
No, that's
not bad at all.
I was about
I
to
think it's
scream. I was about
No,
to
no,
scream.
No. And I think it will go up in time, but that's where I'm at the minute, yeah.
I'm at a solid 9 for this.
Not mad at that.
Yeah. I hate to be so similar, but yeah, I've had this at 9. Like it's for me, it's solid throughout. Well, it's better than solid. So it's 9. It's like just, and I felt like I was on a cinematic experience. So it's definitely a 9 for me.
I wanted 9.5 to be honest, but I feel like discussing it was pushing it to 9.3.
So that's my final score.
Nice. To be honest, the only reason I said a 9, right, is because if I'm really, really critical and if I'm really, really honest, it's like, yeah, I really like this album, but is it good? I guess. Do you know what I mean? I guess. And that's what the 9 is for. Anything, if it was like amazing, outstanding, you know, a crazy body of work, then I'd be like, got to push that up higher than the 9, yeah. But just I had to keep it. I had to keep my own personal gas out of it.
No, that's the thing. And then like I can't. So I feel I scored mine as a 9 because anything above a 9, I can't be having any sort of nitpicking holes. It's got to be for anything like above. When you're going like 9.5s above, it's got to be flawless, and it's got to be, you've got to struggle to find any nitpicks, but there is stuff that you could nitpick here. So 9.
I think like my 0.3 came from like those heights it hits are so high, and like I feel like it might not be the era that we're in. It might just be the timing he released it, but I feel like it could be such massive, impactful moments.
That's what I had to keep in mind. I feel like we've been starved of good music for a long time from the UK, right? It's been at least over a year since we've received a project like this, right? That's why I got the 9, but I was like, is this up there? Yeah, but it's not up there where I could have been like 9 point whatever. Overall, it gives it an 8.9 though, from all the scores you've given it there.
It's well deserved.
Yeah, definitely.
I have one last question. Do we think this is Ghetts' peak, or is there more?
It could be.
Because I got the impression from listening to this that I think he can go even better.
I think he's good enough to keep improving.
I think so.
I think
it could be his peak, but it's like, does it really matter if it's his peak or not?
No, because I actually think he probably has one of, if not the greatest story in grime as well. His arc. I think like if you look at his career from the beginning to now, it's incredible. So if this is the peak he reaches, fine. You know what I mean? I don't think he has to prove anything else. I don't think he has necessarily do anything else. He's done it.
Look, we all know though, if he cut some of the tracks out of this album, it would have been like even more perfect, right? I feel like
100%.
His next project,
I mean,
as long as he does that, I feel like it could, as long as it doesn't go downwards.
Yeah. So my prediction is that this is his Made in the Manor, and his next one's going to be Hoodies All Summer.
Oh wow!
Is that what you feel?
So you think it's only
I'm not ready for that.
No, I don't think I'm ready.
I think he's going to level up.
If he does that, man, that's madness.
I don't know if you listened to his last album. Ghetto Gospel. That was a good album. It wasn't.
That was a good album.
It wasn't amazing, but it was a good.
That was an 8, I would say, like
solid.
A comfy 8.
It was a prequel to this, and that album was very feature heavy, whereas this album's not feature heavy. The features feel less forced than it did on Ghetto Gospel.
Yeah.
We had a mixtape vibe to it, didn't it? Because it was the sequel to that tape. But I think his studio albums have got better as they've gone on. The 3 of them.
There's very few rappers in this country that can do albums, and this is a very good album.
Yeah,
it's weird though, because like even back in the day, his mixtapes kind of felt like albums with Freedom of Speech and Ghetto Gospel, although named mixtapes. They kind of felt in that era like, okay, this is what albums are for UK rappers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying stuff early, like as early as 2000 in life. He's always been saying stuff. Like he often gets called, like people often say when he was ghetto, he was just, you know, loud, aggressive, crazy flows. But he was actually, you know, he was
doing
talking
something.
some stuff back then as well.
So we have to get onto
Big
Fire
time.
in the Desert, right? Can't mention anything with Charlie stuff without doing some bombs. Excessive bombs incoming. Personally, I've never really liked Charlie stuff for many reasons, just because he's just fucking annoying, and he got Drake so gassed on his shit. We shouldn't talk about Drake, but I'm going to quickly mention this. He got Drake so gassed on his shitty Fire in the Booth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's so true, I know.
It's ridiculous. So for me, that just pissed me off about Charlie Stuff forever. But Ghetts Fire in the Desert, because it's something different, it was great. I've only listened to it once, but it was great.
Yeah.
It's just part of the marketing campaign, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's like he's done so many different things. It's like, how can you not rate it? The Daily Duppy, this Fire in the Desert, and the Tank. Have you seen the Tank God video?
Where he's riding
Man.
down.
Not seen that. No.
It's like he's on a tank, right? It's like going through London because he was trying to get the #1. He wanted to promote it like that, and he's like, he just recorded a music video essentially for like a minute and a bit on top. It's crazy, captivating.
To be honest, the problem is with this Fire in the Booth, right? Is I don't know if it was like as amazing as I was expecting, because I feel like in Fire in the Booth, right? All the legendary ones I can think of, they go on for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Three
and they
different
just
beats.
spit. Yeah, and they spit hella bars. Well, like obviously he does say some great bars on here, but like you are right though. The iconic ones I can remember, they are just going off, and they're going off for ages. While this one was short and sweet.
I feel like the production value on this sounds really stupid to say, because it feels like I'm trying to keep the scene back, but it's like the production value on this is too high. Do you know what I mean? One, they're out in the desert, so I was looking around like, oh shit, this is amazing type thing. But it's like I'm used to just seeing man rolls up in a t-shirt or in a fucking jacket, no chains, no nothing, just in the studio with Charlie Sloth, and Charlie Sloth's like staring at the rapper like, you know what I mean, like breathing intensely like he's about to pass out, right? But then the rapper's just going off, and it's like, oh, you want another beat? Next beat comes on. Next beat comes on. And it's like, for me, this one's a bit too like, even though he does do two different beats in this, it's a bit like, I mean, this isn't like a classic Fire in the Booth. And for them to have made it such a moment, it didn't really land the way I thought it would.
Oh, I can't get that image out of my head of Charlie Sloth breathing at rappers.
You know what he's like though? Is that how you feel, yeah? Is that how you feel, Drizzy?
Oh, man. No. That's hilarious, man. Oh. Do you know who had one of the best Fire in the Booths, though? Bugsy Malone.
Oh, it's just man, you stole
Bugsy Malone.
I was gonna say Big Nasty. Big Nasty Part 3, yeah. He told some mad story.
Big Nasty's so sick.
He was like,
remember when Big Nasty went on? Do you remember when he went on after Chip went on that little rant around the time of, like, in response to Tiny, and he just was like, he kind of just schooled Chip in a way, or just schooled people in general to like what grime was and all this.
Do you know what it is with Big Nasty? One, look at his Fire in the Booth, yeah. They're all over 10 minutes long, and they're all amazing.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Big Nasty's underrated.
Big Nasty is a clever man.
Big Nasty is very underrated, man, because he spits real bars, and people just think he's like a jokester, but he's not. He's like he says some real shit.
I love Big Nasty for his sense of humor. He doesn't take anything too seriously, like. That and that for me is like that's part of being a grime rapper, is just being who
and
you
like
are.
His smoke up things, his smoke up videos are just so funny.
You know what? He's in the car, Uncle Payne and all that's hilarious.
He's a rare example as well of someone that's made it big time but has not sold out. Have you watched his show?
I've watched his show. It's brilliant. The Big Nasty show is fantastic, man, because he doesn't sell out at all. Have you seen? Have you seen the one where Dennis Rodman's on there flipping? I was in tears, flipping, dying, because he was like, because when he
was talking about the dick breaking stories.
Yeah, when he broke his penis,
mad about Big Nasty,
right?
Do you know what's mad about him? Imagine, they're filming for all 3-4 hours, but we only get to see an hour of that content. What does he do that we don't get to see? Because I'm
Well, he's
sure
smoking up the whole time, isn't
Smoke
he?
suits.
Apparently he's smoking the whole time in Channel 4 studios.
that's you're allowed to do whatever you like in certain places. Like even though you don't
I
think you
love
can.
that.
But with him, yeah. They should release that like as a DVD or something, just unedited shows just to see the mad stuff he does to some of these celebrities. Like imagine he's got fucking I don't remember his name now, but whoever plays Ross Geller, that guy, David Schwimmer,
Yeah.
and he just he didn't bully him, but he pissed him up. Like you know what I mean? He didn't have any respect for him. He's like pivot. I was like, you're dumb.
What about when him and Jimmy Carr were just cussing each other out? Have you seen that?
was
Oh my
hilarious,
God. Jimmy
man.
Carr is hilarious as well. Like in that sort of environment, like heckling and like back and forth.
He's got the funniest
He's
laugh
raw.
I've ever heard too.
Oh yeah.
It's because he's breathing in instead of breathing out. That's why he sounds like that.
Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, sorry. And the last one before we go is Wretch and Avellino. Wretch
Yeah, that is Wretch. The way he kills that XXP. Oh my God. Wow. That's when Wretch.
For me, it's Kano's most recent one.
Kano's just.
Kano's one was that was actually a really good one as well.
Yeah, Kano's mad, man.
And do you know what I miss as well? Do you remember when you had that? Again, it was during sort of Grimes resurgence where someone would go on One Extra with like Mr. Jam and do like a Kano and Friends or a Ghetts and Friends or something like that.
Oh
and just bring on
yeah,
random
the
people.
whole crew would come,
Do you remember the one where it was? I think it was Boy Better Know.
Oh
Lethal Bizzle was on there, and they brought Dizzy Rascal on, and everyone went mad. And then at the end, General Levy came on.
Yeah. But remember, I love that whole video because Mr. Jam was there. You saw how hyped Temper T was getting, and he just wanted the mic. And when who was it? I think it was Fecky told the mic off him, and you look at Temper T's face. He was
showed you though. It showed you because look, a lot of people have their opinions of Dizzy Rascal, but when he came on, they were all.
Oh, they were going high.
He's very highly respected still. Because he did laid the foundation with that album. You know, he wasn't the first, but he was the first big name with that album.
He's still got one of the most unique voices out of all of them as well.
Oh yeah, incredible. I think I was listening to someone speak recently, and they said that when they used to go to like the old Sidewinders and Eskimo dances and that, all you would hear is Dizzy Rascal just like go like check, and everyone would go mad. Just that sort of the inflection in his voice would just cause people to go crazy back then. Yeah. And people just Corrupt FM. Their live lounge. Their 60 Minutes live when Craig David comes on. It's hilarious. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've not seen that.
They're all doing their thing. There's the person who shall not be named is there, but Big Nasty's there too. Yeah, Big Nasty's there too. And randomly, this is before this guy came back. Craig David comes on. This is before his comeback, and Big Nasty loses his mind. He's like, I'm gas for Craig David. He's going, the booty man can. Whilst Craig David's trying to sing. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Big Nasty's ridiculous, man. He's absolutely ridiculous. But he's ridiculous in a good way.
Yeah. He's clued up as well. I've watched the thing talking about the NHS and stop and search and all that, and he was very, very. It's quite powerful what he was saying. Actually,
he's not dumb. People assume anybody that's like funny and jokey is dumb. He's not dumb. He's quite intelligent. He's quite fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's a good mix between.
I always say it's not how you say things; it's what you say. So he can use all the slang and the funny talk, but he's actually saying some stuff.
Definitely.